that, I am streaming. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Bacon. I'm going to be drawing a little more of this Bane that I've been working on here. Let me just go and tweet this out really quick. One second. I started this one last night, and as you can see, I got really far in it, and so I'm going to finish this one, and then after this, start working on some of the commissions that I actually have to work on. I've got a dog, Michael Jackson, Tom Selleck. I got a few things to work on, but if you guys do want to order anything, I'm going to be drawing just about every single day. I might take a day here or two off, but just about every single day. Let's see, who do I got? Hey, Rostamix, I remember you. Live art stream begins now. Oh, where'd she go? Oh, hold on. I got an actual message from a person. I feel so popular. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Hey, what's up, Rostamix? Sorry, yeah, man. I'm about to start drawing in just a second here. I'm actually just tweeting out and sending out to my various Discords all the stuff. You know what I mean? Doo-ka-doo-ka-doo. Okay, tweeted that out. God damn it. I went to go tweet it out and it connected the wrong I hate when that happens. For some reason, I'll go and I'll tweet out one of my my streams and it'll connect the wrong thumbnail. I hate that. All right, 1 second, man. Yeah, I started this Bane yesterday, and as you can see, I got pretty far, but I got just a little bit more to go. Just a little bit more to go. And then after this, I'll go and I'll start another drawing, too. I'm not quite sure what else I'm going to draw tonight. Drawing time. Sorry, you know, I probably should have sent out all these tweets and shit before. So I'm sorry I've been active last year and a half. I've been focused on school, my future. Oh, that's okay, man. That's no big deal. There's nothing to worry about that. Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, how has school been going anyways? Hi, Nessa. How you doing? I'll start in just a second here. I'm just tweeting out. You know, I'm just being the tweeter. And I have kind of good news. I'm moving from Norway to the USA. Oh, really? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. When do you think you're going to do that? Let's see. Bacon draws. I should have done this first, but you know, I was doing that thing where I was like, I shouldn't lag him. I'm just gonna get started because I had this bad habit of like being like, oh, I'll start a little bit, and then I watch a show and I watch some TV, and then next thing you know, it's totally like, you know, 2 hours later. So I thought I'll just get started. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. So school's been good. I started in high school and studied for carpenter, but now I'm changing to service and marketing. Oh, what country are you in? You're Norway? That's so neat. Like our high school, we don't do anything like that. In our high schools, we just I don't know, we learn like a little bit about history, but not much. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think I got all my tweets out. I got all my my various discords out and all that stuff. So let me go ahead and just get started here. Close up a couple of windows so I can save up a little bit of space on my rendering. I love school systems here in Norway. They provide a bunch of professions. Yeah, I've seen what movie was it called? It was oh, what the fuck is that movie called? It was Michael Moore's movie. It was the one where he invades other countries and steals their good ideas. It was actually a really good movie. Is he goes to other countries and he's got going to invade other countries and steal their ideas. And they showed like schools in Norway. They showed schools in like Sweden. They showed schools in Denmark and Germany. And like the way that they do lunches, the way they behave, it's just totally different than our school systems here. In fact, it's so different than that we would view it as almost reckless. But their results speak for themselves. Their graduation rates are way higher than everything that we put out. So it's like he was just trying to like look at good ideas from around the world. I forgot what country it was. Like here, lunch is half an hour and the kids got to get out and get back in. Sometimes it's an hour, depends on what school you're talking about. And the kids got to get out and back in before it's over, you know? And that's it, you know, and it's like just a big hurry. And then they showed like I forgot what country it was, where the kids they actually take like 2 hours for the class, and it's more of a class where they learn how to have dinner etiquette, and they learn how to set a table, and they learn how to let's see, serve the foods to like guests in like an appropriate kind of like a polite way. And they learn all those things that like that their manners, you know, the manners and the civility part, they learn that as part of their lunch, and it makes their lunch really neat. And then they showed like the food that they had, and it was amazing. It was like red russet potatoes with steamed vegetables. It's like, what the fuck? Our kids here are eating like little crappy slop hamburgers made out of like freaking rat or something, you know, like made out of like the worst meat they can find. And it was just kind of amazing, you know. And then they showed like what it costs for the average lunch versus what ours costs. Is like, they're paying the same. Hey, J Ray, how you doing? How are you doing? Happy Father's Day, J Ray. I hear you got that Lego game. I hear you got the Lego game. How fun. Let me get some of these out of here. I don't need these here anymore. This pink marker is dying big time. It's one of my favorite markers too. That's part of the reason it's dying. I use it for a lot. You can see I use it for a lot. Let's see. I know it's kind of sad though, because in Norway they think that SUs are the future of the world, so they want to provide a lot of opportunities for us. Yeah, and here we're a workforce to get ready for to be used to the idea of getting a little less than you deserve and living in conditions that are going to kind of suck. That's what they try to prepare us for in our schools. If you look at our schools are run the same way the prison systems are run, and I'm not joking. Lines for lunches, bells, walls, barriers. I mean, they really are built almost essentially the same. And some people feel that it's a way to get a population used to the concept of institutionalization, so that when it happens when they're grown up, it doesn't feel so weird or it doesn't feel like foreign. So you let it happen to other people easier. And it's like, huh. But I mean, you look at the way the schools are built, and they're built very prison-like. You know, just take a look at a prison. Just go take a look at one, and you'll see what I mean. One entrance in, one entrance out. I don't know a lot about it. A friend of mine has actually been sent to America, so after summer. Ooh. That'll be fun. Yeah, let's finish this Bane up. We don't have that far to go on him, honestly. He's almost finished. Your daughter got it for you today? That's awesome, J-Ray. That's awesome. Yeah, in Norwegian prisons, there's PlayStation 4s for prisoners to hang out and chill. Yep. I believe it. In that same movie, he was showing prisons in Germany and prisons in different countries, and they're very different than our prisons. Our prisons are very, very based on punishment. We pretend it's based on rehabilitation, but that's a lie. It's based on punishment, and that's the whole fucking concept. So they showed other prisons where I forgot what country it was, and it was kind of their version of maximum security. The men who were there for violent crimes, and they were living in a cabin on like a like a beach of a lake in the middle of this beautiful forest area, and they have free roam to just walk around. I mean, there's really nowhere to go. They're not allowed to escape, so they know better than to try. But they're allowed to watch TV and cook their own food and go fishing and do whatever the hell they want. You know, just have a life there. But they are not allowed to go see their families. They're not allowed to go see their families, and that's the real punishment. And it really is the punishment for them. The men in there, they talk about how that's what they work for. Is they just miss their loved ones, and their recidivism rate. That's the rate that violent offenders go back into prison, is very low compared to ours. So you end up with people actually not wanting to go back because they don't end up in that kind of circle that we have here. Here, people get institutionalized. They kind of get in this mindset where they're supposed to be there forever, and they kind of become part of the system, you know? It doesn't happen nearly as much in other countries. And so, like, it was just this whole thing about how we're kind of doing our what's it called? Our punishment system and our prison system all wrong, you know? It was really, really neat movie. It was a really neat movie. Yeah, they even had, like, the prisoners were cooking their own food with knives and shit, you know? And, like, they asked the guards, like, are you worried about him with the knife? He's like, no. He's like, why? He's like, what's he gonna, you know, he's like, he acted like shocked, like, what's he gonna do, stab me? You know? It's just weird. It's just weird. The mindset was completely different. Yeah, the mindset was just completely different there. It was so strange. This world is really weird. It is. It is. It is a weird world. You did say a mouthful there, man. Well, we have a bit of fascism that runs through our country. We do. We do. It didn't always used to be like this, but we have a lot of it. I saw a list last night of things that dictate, like, signs to watch out for the rise of fascist regimes, and I was looking at the list like, holy fuck, all those things are on the rise. It was a rise of nationalism, which is the idea that your country comes before all of the countries, you know? And then it was acceptance of violent acts. There was acceptance of sexist attitudes. There was what were some of the other things to watch out for? It was a distrust of the press, a mixture of religion and politics. What else was there? There was this list of things to watch out for fascist states. Oh, and obsession with criminal reform or punishment and crime. And it's like, wow, it's kind of us to a fucking T, man. Oh, that's what's fucked up, man. Our prisons here are messed up, man. You always catch some video of some prison guard, like, pepper spraying someone in the face while they're still tied up, or stuff like that, you know? You always... Stuff like that comes out all the time, man. Our prisons here are messed up. Yeah, like if I was you know, like young again, and I had to start over with school and actually consider a path, a career path, something like Some form of criminal advocate sounds like something I would actually get satisfaction out of, um, on whatever level, social worker or even up to like a lawyer or defender. That would be great, just to stick up for people against the fucked up system, because that sounds enjoyable to me. There we go. It does sound enjoyable to me. In Norway, the prison here are different. Police are the prisoners, bitch. Oh yeah, no, here here the cops like to beat them up. I mean, it's unfair to say that as a blanket whole, because like any job, you have some cops that are in there that are still good, and the other some that are like just kind of jerky. So it is unfair to lump like all officers together like that in one blanket statement. But it's also unfair to dismiss any form of criticism when it comes to just like, some of the things that you see that happen of that level. So, it's just one or the other. They run and leave and say whatever they want. When the president shout, "Fuck off, leave my cell." Really? Hey, Parker. Hey, what is this? Oh, it's this thing. Where'd I put it? Here it is. I'm like, where'd I put my red? Let's see. Okay, so let's finish the rest of this little buckle up here. This is like that strap that goes over his shoulder. He's kind of holding onto it with this hand like that, And so I need it to look like it just kind of disappears here. That's supposed to be his thumb behind a little metal piece. For some reason, he has it tucked behind. But it just kind of gets blurry there, so it's hard to see what's really happening. So I got to figure out a way to make that kind of pop out a little bit more. I think I know how to, in fact. There we go. That helps a little bit. I'll fuck with it a little bit more in a minute. Oh, I only got this week of school and I am finished one class. Sad shit, though. I need to go one class over again because I am changing to service and marketing. Well, that's not so bad, though. You have one do-over class, These things happen. That's not a big deal. It's actually cool, man. Everybody's got the fever. Happy something that you won't know. Fever isn't such a new thing. A fever started long ago. Okay, so got to put another one right here. Let's get this thing started. Okay, it's gonna be the start of this little metal part in his head. I'm going to kind of color that in a minute. It's fine. Yeah, exactly, man. And you know what? Rostamix, just... Dude, enjoy it. So right now, school seems like a lot of work, but when you get older, you're gonna realize, dude, school is a fucking blast. Like, okay, so when you grow up, work is a place that you have to go to, and they pay you, but your job is also something that nobody want to do, because that's why they're paying you. And if you don't want to go, then maybe you don't get to eat or live or whatever, right? But school, when you think about it, it's like, we're going to make you go to this place for like 5-6 hours a day where you're going to meet all the girlfriends you're ever going to have when you're young and all the friends you're going to have. You're going to have lunch, and sometimes we're going to make you go to dances, and you have to play for an hour, and we call it gym, but you're really just playing. Like, dude, school is actually kind of cake and fun, and I miss it. And if I could just do that for the rest of my life, I'd fucking do that instead, you know? Even though studying can be hard, it's like, dude, when you grow up, you don't call it studying, you just call it doing your work, you know? It's like, you're in a comfortable phase right now. Just try to enjoy it. School's a blast, man. If I can go back and do school again, I so would. Alright, I'm keep scraping. Keef scraping. Oh shit. Got a piece of paper in my keef. God damn it. Okay, I got it out of there. See, I got a little piece of paper in that white fleck. God damn it. I'm trying to smoke the very tiny, 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 tiny bit of weed I have on the bottom of my grinder. And I got that in it. There we go. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Hey, Gonzo. I lied one time in middle school saying I was allergic to my own sweat. Here in Norway, it's like if you work less at the school, you get a bad paid job and a hard job. But if you work your ass off and never ditch class, you'll get a well-paid and easy job. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's sort of the way it's supposed to be here, but... You know. A lot of other factors. For me, personally, I think my school was racist in high school. Here's why. So I'm Mexican, and I look kind of Mexican, and I have like a Mexican last name and everything, you know. I come from Southern California. There's a lot of people who don't like Mexicans, right? So I started school, and I'm a smart dude. Like I'm really good at just doing math in my head. You know, I'm a smart guy. And every fucking year they'd put me in a General Math 1. Now, to give you an idea what General Math 1 is, it's a high school. They were still teaching us multiplication tables like I'm an idiot. And every year I'd have to go and be like, hey, can I get a different class? And then every year they'd put me in a freaking auto shop. And I'm like, hey, I'm an artist. I'd like to draw. And every year, 4 years in a row, auto shop. It's like, I don't need to learn how to fix cars. Are you guys telling me that I'm going to do cars for a living? Every year. And every year I'd have to get the art teacher for the school to literally sign me into his class. He would have to write a note to the principals being like, I use this student. He's very good. He wins awards for us in our art shows at the fair. Like, you know, I had to every single year do that. And every single year they'd put me in some kind of a fucking some kind of a trade school class where you just learn how to fix cars or something like that. And it's like, dude, knock it off, school. And so I don't know, I kind of felt like I got it was like a nice rich neighborhood, so I kind of felt like I got handed like a real shitty school schedule on purpose from somebody in the office. I don't know why. I love Mexico. Yeah, seriously, every year. Fucking dummy math. They give me dummy math. Never understood why. All right, let's see. Gotta do this, this, down here, and then a background, and this guy up here, and then I'm done. This marker is so dying. This marker's straight up dying so bad. Wait. Is it sending out to my Facebook? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, I don't see my Facebook running. It is. You always liked Mexico. I have history that dates back 5 generations of my family from Mexico. Ooh. Ooh la la. Let's see. No, go away, Melody. Go on. I fed you. I gave you treats. I don't have a lot of food today. This is the last 5 days before I get paid from YouTube. This is the tough time. Although you guys know next Thursday I'm going to go down that mountain and I'm going to learn how to start tattooing. That's going to be awesome. Hopefully I can set up some jobs up here fast. We'll figure it out. I can't wait though. There we go. Some nice Mexican hardworking people, and there's a lot more than they get in America. Oh yeah, but you know that's the way it's always been the history of our country. We've always had like a subclass of citizens that are here to do our labor that we treat like shit for a couple of decades, and then after a while we eventually kind of slowly accept them. You know, examples. The Indians when we first showed up here, black people when we first moved them here a long time ago. Now it's Mexicans, Chinese when we built the railroads, the Irish when they first moved here. We've always been that way in this country. It's just something about us, you know. I don't know why. I'm not excusing it or anything. I'm just, explaining that it's nothing new, you know. I think it's because we're old Brits. I think it's because we're old Brits. That's what it is. You speak more Spanish than I do. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. All right, almost done. Almost done. Can't wait to be finished with this. This was a fun project. All right, this is the easy part. This part is just coloring, really. You know what I mean? Just coloring in a way that it keeps suggesting the shapes that I was doing. Yeah, you see? All right. Well, Bacon, very good as usual. Thank you, thank you. I don't know about Latina girls, but they always turn you on even though you're mad. They're spicy. Spicy Latinas. Right here. There we go. What's my red? It's like this one. Oh, this is it. My bad. There we go. So this little white spot right here, it's supposed to be white, but it kind of stands out just a little bit too... Oh, this is paper. I was going to try to color that. So let's go and just frame it a little bit, just so it looks like it's a part of the rest of the world, you know? There you go. My ex always told me when I was mad at her, she looked me deep in the eyes. Besa mi rey. Okay. Got to this thing. Wait, hold on. Down here needs to be almost blackened out. It's going to be purple to black. Right here. See that? And then this little piece right here. There you go, buddy. It's just pink. I mean, it's just shadow stuff down here. And we'll kind of put a little frame around the edge. Just to give it like a little bit of a three-dimensionality. Woo! And then the bottom ledge, let's put this purple here. So that it kind of acts like a little border between the hand and everything else. There's a shadow coming off of this here. I don't want to mess up this hand, though. This hand's looking so good. And then the red between the two of those. So I'm just using right now a pink, purple, and red. They go together real nice. There we go. And then behind this on top is supposed to be this guy. Let's make this guy a little bit more blended into the shadow here, so it looks like it disappears behind his hand a little more than it is. There we go. I think that worked. So I'm turning 18 next year. I started watching this channel as 14 and a half years old. Dang, dude. Dang. There we go. I need to do a little bit over here, and then this still. This little scrunchie on the top of his head. The rest of this little cable. I'm thinking his background should be like a yellowish color. Maybe we'll write his name Bane in yellow, but coming behind him, you know? I don't know. Remember hello? Let's pull out any pencil stuff that's left over. I mean, I start off with pencils. There's like traces of little pencil lines just kind of lingering in a lot of these white spots that I have left over. Alright, so Bane's just about done. I gotta do that up there. Let's go ahead and get this done. Well, let me look at the picture. The thing Ouch did. Was it... Is that what it was? Was it sa 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 sa? Damn, what happened to you guys? I missed them days. Well, Ouch doesn't record anymore. I heard that he is doing music for like a company, and that's great because I know that's what he really wanted to do. That's way better than gaming. You know, it just is. Um, let's see, Icy. He had to get a job. He had to get a job for a while there, and so you know that kind of ate up a lot of his extra time. You know how things go. Radio on with the run with Massachusetts. You know who I thought was back last week? Not as easy as it sounds channel. All of a sudden last week started uploading videos like, oh, Easy's back, cool. And I go over and I'm like, hey, Easy, what up? And he's like, hey. I'm like, good to see you. Welcome back. He's like, good to be back. I'm like, that's kind of weird. And I start looking at the channel really closely, and I start realizing that it's not him. I noticed that the capture footage is like real crappy, you know. And then I also noticed that like he doesn't have his name in any of his titles or any of his screenshots. You know, you look at the camera and there's no name above his head, and it's like you have to turn that shit off on purpose, like you don't want someone to notice, you know. And then I also noticed like and just a bunch of stuff, and I realized, ah, shit, he sold his channel. And there was some other guy who bought it who was just trying to pretend to be him. It's like, dude, why are you doing that? Why do people do that? Would you ever buy like a dead channel and try to do something with it? I wouldn't. I'd be like, dude, this thing's dead. What are we supposed to do with this thing? I hope Ouchnice has done the right decisions as long as it makes him happy. Oh yeah. Aw, that's cool, Rasta. Yeah, man. Yeah, I even made a race named after you. I remember it was Rasta Mix Rumble. I just remember that. Like a little C loop thing, you know? Well, you can still get a hold of, like, Icy at least. I know that. He is Lee Foster's here on YouTube. So if you just look up Lee Foster's, that's his channel. He's not on it all the time, but he'll pop in every now and then and kind of catch up. So I'm sure if you went in there and just kind of like, I don't know, drop the question, I'm sure he'd answer it. I'm starting to notice he's got an imbalance in his head here. I gotta fix this. And then over here, let's do the same thing. Good enough. Can't think enough. Oh, don't worry about it, man. I remember I used to try to explain to you guys that the part of the reason I liked doing the builds was because it was kind of like drawing, that I got to like start with a thing and then finish with a thing, you know. Kind of neat that that's what I'm trying my best to do now, you know. Tattoos start next week. I can't wait. There we go. Try to make these two more of the same size. They're a little bit off, but whatever. Dead channel. What do Logan Paul record? He's gonna record it and point at it. Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, would you ever buy a dead channel? You know. I mean, the thing is, Easy had like 60,000 subs or something like that, but he hasn't uploaded anything in literally over 2 years. That's pretty much dead channel then, yeah? There you go. I don't know why I wanted that there. I just wanted it to be like a little bit of like a shine to emphasize his thing over here, you know? Good enough for me. Wait for that dry and thin it out a little bit with this red. Oh, that dries pretty fast. Now wait another second. I do not want to get some paint inside this tip. Exactly. I would start it fresh. Like buying a dead channel, that means you have to spend all your time pretending to be that guy. You know what I mean? Nuts to that. This pink one is almost dead too. Damn it. Just a light pink on the outside. He's got like a little bit of hair here. Like, what would you buy? A Toyota pretending to be a Ferrari, or just roll with it? Or you buy the Ferrari instead? The Toyota, man. As much as I love Ferraris, the first time you fixed it, it'd be the same as buying a new car. It'd be the same as buying like a whole new used car, you know what I mean? Now, if I was super rich, I'd get the fucking Ferrari. You know, if I was like, I've had, let's just say, more than maybe $3 million. If I had more than $3 or $4 million and I already like had my house taken care of and stuff, yeah, okay, I'd get one then. But less than that, no. The reason I choose $3 million is $1 million is enough to last 20 years or $50,000 a year. That'd be my living money. But like the maintenance on it, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Even just like simple stuff like a brake change would be like $1,000 fucking dollars for like a brake, you know? Like one brake. Maybe much more than that. It would be so fucking expensive. I didn't finish this stuff in here. And then the red. Okay. My pink can go over this white. This is supposed to kind of look like leather texture disappearing down into there, you know? Let's see. What was going on with this guy? Not much, really. There's like a little flare coming up on each one of these. Not like that, but a Toyota with a Ferrari body kit? Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun, man. I'd get one of those. I'd get one of those. Kits are cool, man. I got no problem with them. Sometimes people are like, oh, they're fake. I don't give a shit, man. I can drive around. It looks awesome. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? Whoa. You have confidence. It's good. Oh, I fake it. I fake it till I make it. There we go. Oh, right here. Right here. This needs to disappear a little more into this edge. I'm just noticing that there isn't enough like shadow on this bottom side. Not a lot more, because this hand's looking really clean. I like the way this hand looks a lot, but... do I get? What do I get? Whoa, what do I get? Yeah. Dude, Bane looks bad effing A. I should watch my language. There we go. Let's make this guy kind of red on the edge here. And right there. And give it like a little line right through the middle to give an idea that it's got like a little bit of like a metallic glint to it. Same thing on this side. Like that. See that? Kind of gives it like a metallic sheen, you know? Of like 100 kilometer per hour and then 60 kilometer per hour. A friend of mine just got his license. We drive everywhere now. It's so fun. Yeah. How old do you got to be to get your license there? Alright, I'm going to go and white through some of this stuff. Get more of the splatter look. Yeah, see. If I need a little bit of texture up there. I think I'm done with Bane. I gotta do a little background color. Gotta do some background color now. I'm going to put a bunch of these markers away for now. I don't need all these out at the moment. I've done with most of these colors for the moment. Let me keep out this guy and the skinny ones that are like that. Those ones are too cool. Fuck off, dog. Jesus Christ. Every time I turn around for the entire course of a fucking 24-hour day, the dog is staring at me, going, "Oh, give me more food." I just fed them like an hour ago, and then I gave her some chips and a little bit of my eggs, and she's still like, give me more food." Meanwhile, I'm half the weight I was a year ago because I can't feed myself enough. Fucking dogs are fat. Let's see. Where the hell is... I've got some yellows in here. Oops. Put that down. Okay, yellows and oranges, I think, is what we're doing. For his background colors. Bust as many yellows as I can find. I have a really nice yellow in here somewhere. I just can't find it. It costs a lot to get a license. It costs $3,000. Jesus Christ. Yeah, here it's not like that. Let's see. So I'm just looking through a couple of my boxes to see if I have a yellow marker on me. What the hell happened to my yellow? That's kind of a yellow. It's kind of a yellow peach color. We'll keep that out. It's around here somewhere. Give me just a minute. Give me just one moment. Is it back here, maybe? Got a couple markers back there. No, that's black. That's purple. Gray, gray. Pencil, pencil. Black. That's why the drivers in Norway are very good, because who wants to pay 20,000 KR or 3,000 bucks basically? Well, yeah. Nobody wants to pay that, man. That's a lot of fucking money. I know some countries, I like this idea. When people get ticketed, like rich people tend to get away with, like, you know, they'll just run a light because they got the money to pay for it, whereas it might destroy a poor person, you know? And so I've seen some countries will do, what's the word? Like, adaptive punishments. And so instead of like your fine is, you know, this much and this much, they'll figure out like what your weekly pay is, and then that's kind of what your fine is based on. So it's like, oh, how much you make this year? Oh, only a couple thousand. Your fine's $20. How much you make this year? $400,000. Your fine is 8,000 bucks. It's like, whoa. They do that to make sure that everybody feels the sting when it's time. It's like, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Okay, my yellow one's not in there. Starting to get nervous not being able to find this yellow marker. Is it in this box? That's a yellow marker, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Aha! That one. Okay. Oh, this guy is not going to go very far either. I can already see it. This and the peach. And where's that peach color? Here it is. Is this really an in-between? It is. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be just fine, guys. Just fine. And then I can do a red on the outside here, like this. So now he looks like he's radiating like fire or just energy, you know? It's a nice color gradient coming off of him. Burn. Oops. Oh, fucking A. Can that pen have flown further away? There. And then after I'm done with this, inside the orange and white and yellow, I might use the white paint pen, kind of put just some little flecky design shapes coming through, you know? Flecky. And then between this red and the black, I'll put a purple, so that it looks like it's disappearing into whatever the darkness is that he is, you know? Because you were born in the darkness. And then this kind of peach color, There we go. And then the yellow will be on the outside. Well, this yellow is not long for this world. Is total fucking shame. It's because backgrounds eat up so much of the marker ink. It eats up so much of it. It's just the nature of backgrounds, because it's just all nothing but empty space, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's see. Where's my purples? Do I have some kind of a darker marker? Ooh, that rhymed. A darker marker that can go between this black and this red? I don't know. I don't like the way that looks. There we go. This will be the in-between color. There we go. He needs this dark border around him still, even though I'm kind of blending into colors, because it makes the light parts of that's showing up on him like look nice and bold. You know what I mean? So I gotta kind of keep this thick border around his entire head and stuff, so this orange doesn't start making this part like not like show up. You know? Does that make sense? Just say yeah. Clap, please. Clap, please. I love the Cramps. I love this song, but for some reason, this live version of it, it sounds like something's wrong with his voice. Listen. Hold on. He sounds like he's mumbling. Like he has a hard time speaking or something. Hold on, I'm gonna play another piece when he starts talking again. See? Doesn't it sound like he has something in his mouth? She said, whoa, he ha ha, whoa, he ha ha, whoa, he ha ha, whoa, he ha ha, whoa. I've heard other live versions of this. He doesn't sound like this, so it's really weird to hear him like this. I don't know what's up with his voice. Woo! She said, woo, he, ha, woo, he, ha, woo, he, ha. Oh, Bacon, a friend of mine could release a song. Could you listen to it? Zarzuela Bume. I'll listen to it in a little bit here. Yeah. Is it on Spotify or anything like that? It feels so good. Whoa, hee ha ha. Whoa, hee ha ha. Whoa, hee ha ha. Whoa, hee ha ha. Whoa. Yeah, his voice is so weird in this recording. Like, it sounds like he has something in his mouth. Like he has something in his cheeks, you know? Hey, Zombie, how you doing? I'm doing well. I'm almost done with Bane here. See? Burn. I'm just adding this kind of glow to this side too, you know? Alright, I'll look it up. Ah, there it is. Adsy by Bume. Let's see. Your friend did this? Oh, that's pretty good. It's not my music, but I can easily see this being played a lot of places. Yeah, it's really good. Órale. Okay. Where's my red? Oh. This marker doesn't have long for this world either. What a bummer, man. So I got a lot of red markers. You see, it's trying to crap out of me now. He is currently pooping here in Norway. Pooping? I'm proud of him. I do understand, though. Last month, I've just listened to classic Persian, Turkish, and Arabic music. It's relaxing. It makes me feel calm. I do understand what older people mean by you will change your flavor of music. Oh, yeah, man. Happy Daddy Day. Hey, IW, how you doing? Zombie, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm in popping. Yeah, I figured something like that. I figured you meant something bad like that. It's okay, man. This yellow is dead. I hate dead markers. What time is it in LA? It's 7:41 p.m. 7:41 p.m. It's just starting to get dark outside right now. Where's that purple I had out here? Here it is. Remember I said I gotta keep this thick border around him so that he doesn't start to disappear into the actual sunburst colors itself. You don't want him to become part of it. You want him to stand out, you know, like the glow is separate from him, you know? Or maybe that he's blocking it. Get you high as King Kong's twat. I never noticed that Cramps lyric before. King Kong's twat. Well, King Kong's a dude. But let's pretend he had a twat. That'd be like an 8-story twat. It's a 4:42 in the Norway. I was about to sleep, and then I saw you go live, so I thought, fuck it. I haven't talked to you for years. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I think I'm done. I think I'm done, guys. Hold on. Let's see if I can't get this yellow extended out a little more. The thing is, I am so almost out of my yellow. Like, this one is pretty much dead. This guy. And this one's almost dead also. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, that looks fucking neat that way. I like that. That really kind of brings out his stuff a little. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Martin, Martin. Yeah, that'll do. I kind of like the way that looks. It makes it gives a much more frenetic look, you know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I like the way this looks now. That looks really fucking neat. I still gotta smooth out this yellow. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the lighter oranges into that yellow. And so, like, where's that color? Where'd that color go? Oh, here it is. So like this one, I'm going to do the same thing. That helps my yellow problem. This helps my yellow problem a little bit. Because now the yellow isn't so important. The yellow is just kind of like a thing to kind of frame this orange. Relax for just a second, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking about what I'm doing, you know? Just thinking about what I'm doing. All right, let's see. What is today? The 16th? So, in, let's see, 5 days, I'm going to start mailing everyone's stuff out. I have to mail out a Joker to Jared. I need to mail out, let's see. I need to mail a buttload of stuff out, like a lot of things. Nessa's stuff, Rachel's stuff. I'm going to have to figure out Rachel's stuff. So what I'm probably going to do is go just grab the shipping tubes for Rachel's stuff because she's international. So hers actually going to cost a fuck ton more. So on that one, I got to actually figure it out a little bit, you know. But I've got just a bunch of stuff to send out next week. So I hope everyone's excited. I'm actually excited to send it out. It's a pain in the butt to go get it, of course, but I'm going to be excited for everyone to get their projects. I know a lot of people have been waiting for them, you know. And it'll be my first like completion of like a lot of orders, you know. I have a couple local ones I've handed to people, but nothing I've shipped out to anybody that ordered yet. So that's going to be kind of cool. It's going to be kind of cool. I expect you guys to post up pictures in the Discord when you receive it, though. You don't actually have to do that. I almost want to draw a little desert in here. One of my neighbors tried to sell me his house today. I had a hard time explaining that I just don't have the money to buy a fucking house. He's like, hey, I see you walking all the time. I'm like, yeah. He's like, so what do you do for a living? And I was like, I do YouTube. He's like, oh, I saw him like brighten up. I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, well, how much you pay for rent? I was like, just this much. He's like, oh, you don't pay much. I'm like, no, not really. He's like, you ever think about owning a house? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, this one's for sale. I mean, you know, and he started like talking to me about it. It's like, fuck, man, I'm walking down the street with a backpack on. Do I really look like I'm out shopping for houses? Nice enough dude, but confusing. Very confusing. Yes, I will. I might even show on stream. Cool. This is stupid filthy. Amazing work, my dude. Hey, Phenomenal. How you doing? Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm almost done with this guy. Over here, it's hard to see it because of the lighting. Oh, almost knocking stuff over. Hold on. It's hard to see over there properly because of lighting, but you can see I'm kind of doing the same thing over here that I did over here. It's hard to get this lighting just right because the light's got to shine somewhere because it's just like a desk lamp. What I could really use is some fucking good lighting, you know? What song is this? Dead Moon Night by Dead Moon? They sound like AC/DC, man. What I was going to do is do the whole background like yellow and like a toxic green, but I'm out of yellows, and so I had to change it to really quickly to something else. So, like, I don't know if I have enough to be able to fill it out to the edges. So what I'm doing is adding this kind of frantic kind of like, you know, like little flicker of sticks back and forth, almost like thorns or flames or something between that. Just chaos, you know, just chaos. I mean, everything about this dude is chaos. Actually, I don't know what. Hold on. Let me think about what Bane represents, because the Joker is more chaos. The Joker's anarchy. Joker's anarchy, and Batman is fascism, right? So what is Bane? I was saying Bane is the Gypsy's curse, and the Gypsy's curse is be careful what you wish for, or may you get everything you want. That's the Gypsy's curse. May you get everything you wish for. It's like, what a fucked up curse, you know? It sounds nice, but it's more like the Twilight Zone thing, you know? Like, you can have it, but it's going to be messed up, or it's going to be too much, or it's going to corrupt, or it's going to destroy, or whatever, you know? I like the idea of the Gypsy's curse. Alright, I'm sorry about this part being hard to see. That's why I saved it until the end, because I knew that it would be one of the harder parts to be able to see, and you guys don't really, you know, you can't tell what I'm doing as easily, you know? And so I did save this, this part for the end here. Just so I can, like, get it done with, you know? Okay, that. I need a little bit of the reds and then the oranges, and then we're done. I probably should have done it backwards. I probably should have gone from the orange, then down to the red, and then down to the dark. But whatever. You know, I don't care. I'm a badass baller that way. Uh-huh. Baller extraordinaire. I gotta pull that orange up a bit now next. I can't wait to start doing tattoos, guys. This is gonna be so fucking fun. Do this on someone's back or something like that. You know what I mean? Oh, it's gonna be a lot of balls and legs and stuff. Watch. Oh, I'm gonna be a good tattoo artist when it comes to the courteous part because honestly, I'm kind of like I don't like touching strangers that I don't know like in intimate ways. I'm not into that, you know. I gotta so like you know how people are always worried that the tattoo guy's gonna be some creep. It's like no. Even if like there was like a super pretty girl, I'd feel weird, like trying to get all gropey, you know. I'd feel like a fucking creep, and I just wouldn't like it. So I don't know. I think when it comes to that kind of nonsense, I'm gonna be a good tattoo artist because um, hopefully I put out a vibe that people can tell like I'm not one of those weirdos, you know. Okay, let's see. This is that even lighter one. Like I remember when I went, I wasn't concerned it was going to be like gropey with me, but I with my girlfriend, I remember thinking, this guy better not fucking be all like, bleh, 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 you know. But I remember when as a customer, that was actually in the back of my head, make sure he wasn't gonna like, you know, be like, hold on, let me hold your boobie here while I tattoo your arm or something like that. All right, later on, man. Bacon, it was extremely nice to talk to you again. Have a good evening. I will come back in a bit. Got some things to do before I go to school. I understand, man. I understand. Good to see you again, Rasta. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done, guys. What do you think? Do you think this is it? I don't know what else I could do. It's just a skinnier orange So I can kind of get it between the lines here and get just a little more, you know, chaos going on. Looks great. Yeah, when you do the tattoo training and tattoos, you're going to stream it. Not the training. The trainings, I'm not going to be at home. I'm going to be at my sister's house, and it's too much for me to drag my rig down there and drag my camera and everything, you know. And so let's see. So I won't be streaming the actual learning, but when it's time to actually tattoo people, I am more likely going to ask them if it's okay if I record it or stream it. And I'll probably record myself working and do the first one. I'll probably do it like a I'll probably do the first one like a speed build, you know, where I'll take the footage and speed it up so you can see it done. And if I get comfortable with that, then I'll expand and do it more like a live stream, you know. But if I do live streams, I will be kind of ignoring you guys, you know what I mean? Because I'll have that customer in front of me who has no idea who I'm talking to or why, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to make it about that person, because they're gonna be confused every time. It's gonna be a new person every time, you know what I mean? Only repeat customers would get what I'm doing. So the first couple is going to be like that, but as I get more comfortable with it, I'm going to see if I can't expand how I do it, you know what I mean? Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? I saw what you did, Bacon. Good boy. Quiet you. All right, so I think I'm done with this. Let me make sure I don't have a soft pink, what's it called? I can't think of the name. Colored pencil. If I have a soft pink colored pencil, then I can do a little bit more still. What's this pink look like? Oh, it's a nice pink. That's a nice pink. I don't need that one right now, but it's a nice pink. That's too bold. What about this guy? That's also a nice pink. The president's calling an emergency meeting. The king of Siam sent a telegram. He said, wham, bam, baloo, bam, wham, bam, bam, ho. What's inside a girl? God, what you got, 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 what you got. Okay, I'm just going to use this light pink on a little bit of this arm shape, because it's somewhere between the marker pink and that white. And this helps blend it in a little bit. You see, just a little bit. It's just one more layer to kind of finalize everything I'm doing here, you know? I'm just going to trace this shape, but move it out like a ½ an inch using this light pink between the other pink and the white. The idea is to try to turn this into a smoother contour between the two, which that did help a lot right there. I can see it from here. That helped a lot right there. Now his arm looks like a little more curved, you know, just a little more curved. Hey, see? Now he looks more like, open the pink. Needs more pink. Thank you, sweetheart. Just so you know, a pretty girl messaged me saying you was a talented artist, and only because you did what I said. Aw, that's very nice. Well, you should tell that pretty girl to come watch. You should tell all the pretty girls to come watch. I have some. I need all the pretty girls. I hope the girls don't mind. Alright, here we go. I'm still trying to impress the girls with the drawings, though. When I was in high school, it was all about trying to impress the girls with the drawings, you know? And I'm still trying to do it, I guess. More guys. We already have, yes, but we need all the pretty girls. Filthy. All of them. I kind of like this weird speckling spotting up here. I kind of want to do a little bit more of it around just to kind of decorate some. Da 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 da. Now I wanna be your dog, but now I wanna be your dog, but now I wanna be your dog. So come on. I don't know. I wanted more spots. My bacon milkshake going to bring all the girls out. Less dick, more chick. Okay. And then same thing over here, just to, so the yellow doesn't just stop, you know? Just stopping is just weird, you know? I need something that kind of acts like a blend between the two, you know? And that'll do it. That'll do it. I don't know, I'm doing this little double cross shape. But for some reason, I think it kind of adds just a cool little energy to portions of it that wasn't there before, you know? It looks like the American Red Cross symbol. Guys, I'm a big supporter of the American Red Cross. Okay, I think I'm almost done. I got a couple little tiny things that I keep noticing, like the pink I did over there. I want to do over here real quick. Where's my black box? Here it is. No, Melody, you've had enough fucking chips, like for like a lifetime today. Knock it off. She keeps looking at me like, "Is it chip time?" It's not. It's not chip time, dog. It's only 8 p.m. and the bag's halfway gone. We got another 12 hours to go. My dog's too much sometimes. Okay. Let's pull out any pencil over here and lay down the color pencil for the edges just to kind of smooth out this edge a bit. I don't use colored pencils very much. I honestly just use them as that faint piece between marker to pencil or marker to white, because they come out so faint that it's like a good opportunity to use them next to like a bold color. So I'll just use them next to a bold color, but I really don't use colored pencils very often. Colored pencils are not my favorite. I've only done one picture on colored pencil that I was really like, I like that. It was my friend Jessica's baby. It pops up in the upper corner every now and then. I was really pleased with it because the color scheme was so like unique, you know. I'll point it out when it comes up. That's my friend D's dog Chevy. That was a fun project. That's nothing. I got to figure out which picture that is and pull it out of my rotation. The problem with the little slideshow thingy, they don't have a preview window to show you which ones you're looking at. So if you move a file, it keeps trying to find it and puts nothing up there instead, which is kind of annoying. Please, please, just a little bit of taste. Oh, Lego Forza, nice, man. Jesus, Bacon, this is incredible. Thanks, Carissa. Thank you. I've been improving week after week after week. Thank you, Carissa. That's a burn. I started this yesterday, but I'm about done. You just got home from Kansas? Holy shit. I'm talking to Chris over on Twitch, guys. My people on YouTube, in case you're wondering who the hell I'm talking to. And my people on Facebook, in case you're wondering who I'm talking to. I'm talking to my people on Twitch and YouTube. And anybody on Periscope having me watching on Twitter right now, I'm talking to the people on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. My name's Bacon Creepy. Look me up on all of them. Thank you. At this point, I'm pretty much done. And I'm just kind of decorating. Like, these little spots didn't need to be here. I kind of like the way they look. I'm going to put a couple more over here. This hand right here, it needs a quick highlight pop to make it stand out a little more. And so by that I mean I need to give it a little bit of white right here. A little more white right here. Oh, Chris's. So, my news in my life, which is really exciting, is my sister is, I've already told everybody like fucking 10 times like today. My sister's picking me up on Thursday, and she's going to take me down the mountain, and her husband does tattooing, and he's going to teach me how to do tattooing with with like pig skin and like a gun and stuff. And then after that, I'm going to come back up here, and I'm going to get my own equipment going and start up my own tattooing business up here. Yeah. So I'm going to start tattooing hopefully next week. You know, I have to find customers, of course, so that's the next hurdle. So I got to figure out how to advertise. But I mean, I don't know. That's not an impossible task. Oh, this pink is really good for these corners. I like how most of this, I asked like everybody, like, what should I do this in? And Phil's like, do it in pink. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna do it in pinks and purples and reds. And he's like, pink. I'm like, pinks and purples and reds. But I like that even though he's pink, he turned out pretty badass looking, you know. All right, these light pink right here is good for. There you go. See, just a light little texture there. It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I was telling the girl at the liquor store about it, and she's like, oh, there's one guy that tattoos up here. Here, let me show you. And she showed me. It's like, holy fuck, I'm gonna do way better. I'm gonna do way better than that dude. I'm just going to, you know. And once word gets around. One thing I'm actually worried about is being mugged. This mountain is rough. I'm not kidding. There's a lot of fucking dangerous people up here, and a lot of shit happens very, very locally. Like, you know that girl that I talk about all the time? She had someone break into her garage just maybe I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. They busted in the back window, and because she's got like really nice shit in there, you know. They busted in the back window, and she discovered, like, you know, her little air conditioning vent like crushed in, like someone climbed in, and then let me think. About I want to say a month before that, on that same street, like there was like a fight between like a couple girls, and then like a month before that, there was a fight between this one dude who broke into a house and another dude. It's like all just like on the same street, you know, like. This place is rough up here. I remember I told you about that guy that I met. When I first met him, the first thing he told me was like, "Hi, my name's I'm gonna say his name because he's in jail now. My name's Oscar. Yeah, I haven't killed anybody since 1992." I'm like, "What?" "Hi, my name's Bacon. I like pizza." You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck kind of greeting is that? So it does worry me going from place to place to place, or however I'm gonna have to do this, you know. But whatever, I'll get over that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, well, that guy is in jail now. My friend told me that because I mean, you can see his house empty and them tearing it down and stuff, people doing stuff to it. He not tearing it down, but fucking with it. He was caught chasing someone through the woods while carrying a machete and an axe, trying to kill him. So it's like, that's the kind of fucking place this is up here. So I don't know. I got to figure it out. I got to figure out how to keep people from, like, I'm like, that's $200. I'm like, no, you give me your $200. I'm like, see ya. Have a good day. You know what I mean? I got to keep that from happening. I'll figure it out, guys. Let's see. Where's my red? Again, I'm just using these like speckles as shading and as, you know, just something interesting for the eye to look at, you know? I think these are the details that make my drawings a little different than other people's, is that I'm not afraid to shade using odd techniques like blotches or shapes. When you look at a lot of people's shading, it's just like this, like from gray to white or whatever, and it's like, I don't mind using bubbles or scratch, you know what I mean? And I think it makes mine look at least different enough where maybe I can call it a style, you know? When I was younger, I always wanted as an artist to have my own style, but you know, when you're young, you're just trying your best to make it look like the goddamn picture. You don't really have the space for a style, but I kind of think maybe I'm there now, because when I look at my drawings, they do look similar. I have this kind of black bold thing, and then the colors going out, you know? And I'm thinking maybe that is my quote-unquote style, you know? Let's see a little bit of this purple in here. And then, where's my white? Here's my white. And then a white over the edges so that it, you don't notice the edge of where all this stuff starts as easily. I don't mind the splatter look either. Like up here you can see this is all just like splatter white, you know? I thought it looked nice. I thought it looks nice. Hey, Joker Venom. What up, bud? And then one more white over here and up here. And over here and here and here. Okay. That's fun. I like that. I like the way that looks. You know, it's trying to go like that. Whoosh, you know? Whoosh. Has the dude came back again? Oh, the guy from yesterday? Nah, fuck him. Remember I was saying he can go hang out elsewhere. So, quick recap on who he's asking about. Yesterday, on Twitter, I get a message, direct message from one of my subs who has another channel, and it's a link. And if you click it, it's one of those links that says you want to sign over or sync your channel with someone else's channel, which that's a standard like hacker technique, you know. And at first I thought, okay, but then I start looking at it, and you can like check out the link using like fucking, I don't know, proxies and a couple other ways. And it links to his channel. He links it to his channel, right? So it's like, oh, so this guy sent it to me. Because hackers would link it to their own fucking place, not his, you know? They're busy stealing their own shit. And so I go and I go to his channel, and I basically tell him, dude, what the fuck is this? Fuck off. And he's like, oh, well, I got hacked. I'm sorry. It's like, well, thanks for the direct message, or deleting the other message, or warning anybody, or whatever. And hackers don't normally steal on behalf of other people. They steal on behalf of themselves, you know? And so I just blocked him. I'm like, dude, fuck off. Don't talk to me. Don't contact me anymore. All right? And he comes in the channel. He's like, dude, I got hacked. And it's like, I don't believe you, and I don't care. And he's like, why'd you block me? It's like, well, I had to explain to him, like, you know, if you did it maliciously, well, of course I blocked you because you're an asshole. If you did it on accident and completely failed to warn me while sitting there all day knowing that you accidentally fucking sent out virus links, well, then you're not my friend. You're kind of an asshole. So I just basically booted some guy last night over that, which I think was fair. The pen. Yeah, he was lying. He was lying, man. There we go. I kind of like the speckling. I'm going to leave this hand alone. This hand is fucking perfect. And this turned out really neat looking. This turned out neat looking too. Oh, burn. So yeah, so I had to boot that guy. I don't want to come too far with this because we have all this stuff over here. You know, a lot of times when I draw, I literally will blur my eyes to get an idea of just the general feeling of an area. I do that shit a lot. And right here it actually helps. If I blur it, I can see what parts need a little more white and which parts are just fine, you know? I talked to my friend about it, and he said he's a big liar. Yeah, man. It did. Awesome. There we go. And then same thing back here. That. There we go. I'll put my hand over it so you can kind of see sort of what's going on there. And like, you know, one of the nice things is what you see me doing right now is I'm really adding a lot of stuff that if this was a smaller picture, like if this was a much smaller one, then these details would fuck it up. It would just look like a mess. But since it's large enough that each area kind of becomes its own little area, that this area I can spend time in these details and I can make it blurry like this and blobby. And by itself, it kind of looks weird. You're like, what is that? But then I add it to all this. It's like, oh, well, it makes sense. It's an arm, you know? Do I like Dragon Ball Z? No. I don't hate it or anything. I just never got into it. Okay, it needs, this hand needs just a tick of dark on the bottom. Not a lot, not a lot. Don't overdo it. That's cool, man. That's cool. Dose did not did, sorry. It does awesome. Kick out the jams. Kick out the jams. I wanna kick them out. Kick Out the Jams by MC5 is such an awesome song. It's from like 1961 or something. It's old. But if you listen to it, it sounds like some really good punk, you know? Rather be who I am. And let me kick out the jams. Yeah, kick out the jams. I want to kick them out. I don't want to add any more little hairs over there. There you go. It looks like it goes up his back a little bit. Hey, Bacon Question. Yo, Joker, what up? All right, I think I'm done with this. I just got to put my name on it somewhere. I'm trying to think of where would be a good place. I always like to bury it somewhere in the drawing so someone doesn't snip it out one day. Where's my yellow? I know where to hide it. So if ever one day, let's pretend one day, all right, somebody buys this and it becomes super famous, right? And he sells a gajillion T-shirts with this drawing. I sue him like, dude, I drew that. And he's like, no. I can always just show him where my signature is right here. It's gonna be made out of the oranges and the reds of everything else. There we go. What websites do you use to watch anime? I don't watch a lot of anime. I watch. I literally watched Akira right before I started, though. Right before I started, I watched Akira. Okay, I watched like last 40 minutes of it. It always gets to me when Tetsuo goes to the other side with Akira and Kaneda. He sees him and he goes to help him, even though they were fighting. Anyway, he's still his friend, and he gets sucked in there with him. And Takashi, one of the three children, he's like, "But none of this is his fault at all." And he goes in there to sacrifice himself, knowing he can't come out. And the other two kids are like, "If we go in there, we can't come out either." He's like, but maybe together we can save that boy. And they're like, all for one. And all three of the children sacrifice themselves simply to save Kaneda, who, just because he had nothing to do with it, is the reason they saved him, you know? Just because he had absolutely nothing to do with the whole thing. I love that movie. That movie gets to me. It's really good. Do I have a page or something? Has all my pics on it. The Instagram is probably the one that I have the most of my pictures together. If you're looking for a website that I have like all of my art on, that one has most of it. I do put some on. I do have some on like Facebook and Twitter, but those are so spaced out. You know what I mean? Can I draw Tokyo Ghoul? Wait, I think I'm drawing that already. I think J-Ray wanted me to draw it sometime by the end of the weekend. Hold on. No, wait, J-Ray wanted me to draw something else. No, it was Nasty Ray. It was Nasty Ray. I'm sorry, it was Nasty Ray. J-Ray wants me to draw his daughter. Nasty wants me to draw... Oh, I forget the name of the character now. He has a picture of it, but I don't know the name. It's just a picture. Oh, Ulkiro Cypher from Bleach. Ulkiro or some shit like that. That's what he wants me to draw. Ulquiorra. Ulkiro. That's a weird fucking name, man. That's what he wants me to draw. Oh yeah, if you want to share any of it, we have the picture share in my my Discord. I welcome anybody to use it. It's there to show off stuff like that, you know. It's a good place to. If you have like Instagrams and stuff that you want to show off too, there's also that link share for anybody that wants to use that, you know. Okay, Bane is done, guys. Bane is done. Hold on real quick. I'm just gonna get a picture without all the other stuff on it. Recording. Stopped recording. Okay. That one is so I can get a picture without anything else. I can put it up on, like, you know, Instagram or whatever so people can see what I drew today. I'm going to take a little break from drawing and play games for an hour or two. And come back and do some more drawing. I'm going to do Conan next, guys. I'm going to do Conan for a little bit, okay? So I'll see you in just 30 minutes. I'm going to use the restroom, grab my doctor food, and switch up the camera. So this guy's for sale. If anybody's interested, contact me. If anybody wants to order a custom piece, again, also contact me. I draw on commission anytime I can. A lot of these, though, are just drawing to A, make practice, and B, create more portfolio or maybe product for people to buy. But, I'll drop any of these so I can draw whatever the hell anyone wants to draw, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll be back in just a little bit, and you all have yourselves a great evening, okay? All right, see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.